Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Well, look at this. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. We got the baby coral cobras. Let me prod that one. I believe it's okay. It's just resting. Hello. Yep. You're okay. God, it's 60 days since we started this adventure.
The one guy pulled back into his egg.
Yep, he's like, how rude. Okay, well, we're just gonna let these guys do their things. Fortunately, they're not like saw scales. Oh, we're being defensive already. They're not like saw scales and can fit through the holes on the lids. So we're just gonna leave them alone right now and let them do their thing. They're perfectly okay in there. They're not gonna get out. Let's give them back to their nice, warm, comfortable, humid place in the incubator. And we'll come visit them again later. Woo, that one's off like a rocket now. Awesome, yay! Finally. Well, you know, I said earlier that they won't get out. Well, guess what? Snakes are escape artists, and they will get out no matter how hard you try. Huh? Come on, little guy. There you go.
Back you go.
Alright, so we're going to get some of these guys out that are out and about, so to speak.
Anywhere else.
No, we'll make a survey.
Yeah, because they can get into that thing back there, too.
Yeah, that would be good. So I've already prepared 3 tubs, plugged the little air holes because obviously if they can make it squeeze through these, which are 5 millimeters in diameter, they can squeeze through 5 millimeter diameter or so holes here. Also, I have the sticks to push them up against the top to keep them from escaping. So we will hook this little character out. Come on. Come on, I'm trying not to bother you. I know you have attitude. What can I say, huh? There you go. There you go. There's a little bit of water in the dish because I'm sure they're thirsty. And these are fossorial snakes like it's doing right there, but you know, it's just easier and cleaner for us to keep them on paper until they get a little bit more established.
Oh, baby snakes are so cute.
Come on. Come on. No, I'm not trying to eat you. Come on. Come on, you're not hooking. Is no surprise there. There you go. Okay, so this one has pipped. This one is pipped, but it hasn't made an exit yet. That is just an empty shell which can be discarded. This one's pipping too.
He's actually poked his head out a couple of times, but then pulled it back, and you can see the little snoot there.
Yeah, he's up against a one that's been already vacated, so I am just going to prepare another bin and just cut the egg free and move him over to a bin. We'll put them all together. I like to keep, you know, the same animal type all together in the rack. Like these are all the baby Egyptian saw scales. I've got 2 small Russell's vipers there. I have all the ocellitis here. I have the Angolan garter snakes there. The Egyptian saw scales. These are adult wild caughts. They're still hanging out here, but I'll probably move them across the room. All the Sahara sand vipers are together. All the squammies are together. This way, you know, when myself or Laurie are working a rack, you know, we can take care of the one species at a time. This way, you know, we're not pulling a bin and getting a surprise of something we didn't really expect to see. It's like the Bullwinkle cartoon, "Watch me pull a rabbit out of the hat," and this lion appears. We don't like surprises like that, so you know, we try to keep everybody together, but for now we're gonna be a little separated on the rack, and we'll sort that out a little later today.
Chasing flies away from them.
Yep. Oh, Mr. Malthy's out.
Hello. Come out wherever you are. Put the sticks under those that are in there.
Yep.
Because they're exploring.
All right, because again, we recognize the fact that these guys are escape artists. We're just going to prop them up with sticks. I see a little Russell Viper face in there. Let me find the skizzers. And what we're going to do is we'll just snip this just like that. And very gently put that over there. There. We'll label these shortly.
Hi, come on out. Come on out. He just poked his snoot out. I knocked on the egg a minute ago, very lightly tapped on it. He's like, "What? Who are you? Go away."
I don't need an extended car warranty. Now again, a couple people saw the post that I made and noticed the device in there. And they're called sensor push. I find them to be invaluable if you keep reptiles. Having lost animals to runaway heaters and air conditioner failures, I invested in these when I discovered them on an online ad on Facebook. The company is called Sensor Push. They make these little Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled temperature and humidity sensors that will warn you if wherever the sensor is exceeds or goes under temperature and humidity settings that you program and have been invaluable because I've been away and I've gotten an alert, and I can alert Lori to go check and make sure everything is okay, or to lower the temperature on the air conditioner or whatever I need to do to correct the situation. But in this case, I always stick one in an incubator because it's very helpful for monitoring temperature and humidity. And again, it lets you know if you exceed or go under your desired temperature and humidity levels, and will alert you so you can take action. I've had failures before and I've lost animals and I just refuse to do it again. Here you can see on my phone some of the sensors that I have in place. This of course is very important, the anti-venom fridge, to keep that within range. Here's the incubator, and now the temperature of course is falling and humidity is falling because it's been out here in the room, but you can pull up your average max and minimum temperatures as well as humidities, days, weeks, months. So you can see how normally this has been rock stable during its incubation period. So all this is downloadable and storable for your records if you so desire. I just think these things are absolutely worth everything I pay for them, and I don't remember exactly what they cost, but they're not expensive at all. And if you consider that it alleviates you perhaps losing your entire collection due to some runaway heaters or thermostats, they're invaluable. I highly recommend these. I get nothing in return from Sensor Push. It's just that these are amazing. They do a great job. They're easy to work with, and they potentially will save your collection. If you keep reptiles, I absolutely suggest that you get some of these. Hi, are you going to come out? Huh? Or are you going to lounge there?
Maybe we can encourage him a bit.
Well, I hate to encourage them. They'll come out when they're sort of ready. It's just like we were wondering forever if these were going to actually hatch. Here it is, day 61, and they finally did. People that I think, I learned a very horrible and sad lesson. I had perfectly good eggs. I waited and waited. They were Echis pyramidum, and I went ahead and I cut open an egg, and it turned out it was a live Echis in there, but it was too young to survive outside the egg. The animal perished. I will never ever cut open an egg again or slice it. I will let nature take its course. If they look good like these are, of course the animal is going to survive and hatch at some point. If they look like these two, well, you know, those just didn't have it in them to survive. So I will never disturb an egg again. I'll also make mention, I like these Squamata Concept containers. They're perfect for the incubator. However, they come with a rack that you can put the eggs on and put water down below. I have never been able to successfully hatch eggs when I've put them on the plastic racks over water. Vermiculite I've been using since, 1970s, and it works every single time. If the eggs are viable, they're going to hatch. If they're not, they're just going to fold up just like that. Sometimes new things are not necessarily the best things. I encourage you, to get these because they are perfect tubs for, putting vermiculite in the bottom and putting those in your incubator. They can go in the dishwasher. I punched some holes in the top, which I've got a thin cheesecloth, which I can put over to prevent escapees. But, this morning when we saw these, it was like, oh, they're not going to get out. Wah, yes, they will.
Wah, wah.
Yep. So, all right. So enough babbling. Let me see if this little character can be freed enough to come out. So this and this is sort of its own egg, and these can be discarded. This is an empty egg shell. Yep.
He's gone back inside.
Okay.
Dive.
So what I'm going to do is I am just going to gently pick this up, and I'm going to place it in the bin, and I'm going to leave that in incubator because that one's not ready. And like I said, I don't rush them. If it's not ready today, it might hatch tomorrow. Or the next day, and I am not going to do that. So I'm going to return this to the incubator, and Mrs. Viperkeeper can pull open the bins and say hello to the little dweebs if she wants to.
Hi, little cutie. Already trying to get out. Aren't you a busy little one? I think that's the one that actually escaped and was loose in the incubator. You can see how busy it is and how hard it is just trying to get out of there. We're going to have to watch you closely.